Hey guys, Demolisher134 here, and today we are taking a look at the Transformers Prime 1st Edition Deluxe Class Cliffjumper. Now, I have wanted 1st Edition Cliffjumper for quite some time now, and it is so awesome to finally have him, and I'm very happy to say he is an absolute delight. The vehicle mode is absolutely fantastic. He does have the horns on the front there, they are just grey plastic. Nice painted grille and some headlights in there. Painted wheels, got some painted exhaust there, we have an Autobot symbol on the side. No Autobot symbol on this side though. I'm not sure if that's just kind of a paint defect on my figure, but it doesn't bother me too much. On the back here, now it does just have this silver sort of strip on there, on the back bumpers and the headlights, whereas on the RID version it actually does have a little bit of black in there, so I would have liked to see a little bit of black in there, but really doesn't bother me too much. On the side, again, painted wheels. Underside though, we can see his head and you can see his fist, but other than that, when you put him down, you really couldn't tell this was a Transformer. His vehicle mode is very well done. Now, just for a quick comparison between the 1st edition and the RID release, the 1st edition is on the left and the RID is on the right. The windows are a different tint on the 1st edition. The 1st edition windows are blue, whereas the RID version has clear windows, which really do not look as good, in my opinion. In terms of size, they are pretty much the same size, although the RID version is a tad smaller. Also, the coloration on the RID version does seem a little bit darker. That really doesn't make that much difference though, but it is just a tad bit darker. Now, Cliffjumper's transformation is both fun and complex, and honestly it is an absolute pleasure to do it. Anyway, first thing we're going to do is we're going to come around to the front here, unpeg these side panels, and just fold these out. I'm going to take these little windows here and just fold them in, like so. Come round to the knee area here, and just fold this out and it sort of angles into place, just like that. Do the same on the side, fold it out and just angle it into place. Then I'm just going to take the feet, fold them out, rotate these pieces up, do the same on the other side, just rotate these out, flip them up, and there are Cliffjumper's legs. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this little piece here, this bonnet, just lift this up, come around here, flip out this little crotch piece here and just angle this back a little bit. Then we can rotate this entire section around just like that. Then come up to the top here, unpeg these and bring these out. Take these little panels here, just lift these up, and these will just slide up over the back windows there, just like that. Rotate out the arm and just angle it down. Then we can take this little piece here, fold that back, that snaps into place, and we've got an arm. Do the exact same thing on this side, put that back, and there are Cliffjumper's arms. I'm going to take these little pieces here, just sort of fold these out a little bit. They don't come out very far, they just sort of spread a little bit. And get the head here, lift the head up like that. Then we can take this piece here, just fold this in like that, and that will sort of lock the chest piece into place. But we're not done yet. Next thing we're going to do, come around to this bonnet section here, rotate these pieces in, then lift this up. Then we can take these pieces here and just sort of push them around like that, and that will sort of complete the look of his torso section there. And then this actually does just peg into the back of the head. And there is Cliffjumper in his really, really cool looking robot mode. Now, when you compare the 1st edition and the RID version side by side, you can really see how much more thought went into the design process of the 1st edition. Everything that was in the car mode and on the car mode on the 1st edition figure becomes part of the robot mode, and it looks good. For example, the chest here, that is actually his real windshield and the roof of the car, whereas on the RID version, it's fake. It's all faked, it's sort of moulded in. So you can really see what I'm talking about here. The 1st edition, everything just works. All the parts become something and become part of the robot mode. There are no fake parts on it. Whereas this one, this cheated a little bit. Also, just look at the coloration. 1st edition Cliffjumper has the black plastic, which looks so much better than this really horrible looking grey-white plastic. Honestly, this figure, the 1st edition, is just infinitely superior. Another thing that I really do like about the 1st edition figures and this figure is the fact that there are no obtrusive weapons or gimmicks. I mean, this figure does have weapons. He has these little cannons in his arms, but these do not get in the way at all. And that's what I love about him. He is just a straight up great piece of plastic. I mean, that's all I can really say about him. He is brilliant. He doesn't have any stupid gimmicks or weapons like any of the RID or Beast Hunters toys have. He is just a straight up great figure that's just been designed really well. And that's really just what I loved about the first edition figures. They looked great and they didn't have to rely on gimmicks to get people interested in buying them. Articulation is pretty good. He's got a ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulders. He's got a joint here that can rotate up at the sort of lower shoulder, upper elbow, bend at the elbow, and the wrists do kind of swivel ever so slightly. Mine are kind of tight there. No waist articulation. He has got a ball joint up here at the hip there, can rotate at the thigh, bend at the knee, and the feet are on little ball joints there. Now I'm just going to go and get a really quick close-up of the head sculpt here, because I absolutely love Cliffjumper's head sculpt in Transformers Prime. He looks so cool. So much better than the RD version on this figure as well. It just looks so great. I mean, he's got awesome looking light piping. The horns look great. Whereas on the RD version, you can just see kind of the differences there. It hasn't been painted as well. The light piping looks crap. And honestly, I know I keep bashing the RD version, but it's hard not to when you actually got the first edition in hand. Overall, in my honest opinion, Cliffjumper blows all of the other first edition deluxes out of the water. I absolutely love this figure. He's one of my favourites in the Prime line, and you're doing yourself a disservice not to pick this guy up. Now, I got this guy fairly cheap. I got him from Kapow Toys for $19.99, which is a good price for a first edition toy. Normally, this guy is going for about £30 plus on eBay or Amazon, so definitely get down to Kapow Toys and pick this guy up. You will not regret it. He is worth every penny. He is brilliant. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.